What are the specific types of debt solution that are available, and how do they vary?
Principally, we do three types of solutions. One, a debt management plan. Two, an IVA, an individual voluntary arrangement. And three, bankruptcy. There's a great deal to try and talk about here, and I'd recommend that you look at our website for further details on that. But in summary, a debt management plan is an informal agreement to pay back your creditors over an extended period of time, and usually interest and charges are frozen. Whereas with an IVA, an individual voluntary arrangement, is a formal agreement administered by an insolvency practitioner to pay back the creditors as much as you possibly can, usually over a 5 or 6 year period. But it is a formal agreement and a formal contract. Interest is frozen and so are charges frozen. And of course, in extreme cases, bankruptcy will enable you to become debt-free, usually within a year. Sometimes it's 3 years, depends on the circumstances. But if the bankruptcy petition is done properly and well, then you're usually debt-free within a year. But it's really designed for those people that have got no assets and will not be able to pay back their creditors in a reasonable period of time.
And what are the warning signs that people should watch out for in their own lives?
I think really not to borrow more money. You know, there's a huge temptation, especially when you've been made redundant and you're out of work, that you believe there's only going to be a short-term problem. As I said earlier, before, 876,000 people have been unemployed for more than 12 months. I sincerely doubt you've asked any of them whether or not they thought a year ago they were still going to be unemployed. Most of them would have said no. What do people typically do? They borrow more money to see them through those difficult periods, getting themselves deeper into debt. And my advice would be to take advice as soon as you can, stop spending and get your finances under control, and let us help you budget accordingly.
And what advice would you give to anybody who recognises those warning signs and wants to stop their situation from getting out of control?
Don't bury your head in the sand, and take professional debt advice as soon as you possibly can.